Welcome to the Family Dynamics Podcast.
You have to just be willing to talk about these things, and you have to be willing to put it all on the table.
Learn firsthand from the power couple who's built a healthy relationship from major and minor issues.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
To triumphs of the family unit.
In this day and age, you need somebody by your side.
Utilize proven techniques and strategies to help your relationship and family thrive to the next level.
You have to compromise.
This is the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
You don't have a lot of time to yourself. So, like, typically in a relationship or a marriage, when you're at work, things happen at work, and then you come home and you share those things with your spouse.
Right.
But now, y'all at home together, they know what happened all day, or they got an idea.
Right.
So, with that being said, you know, it's just deep.
But also, like, there are a lot of marriages that have been strengthened and families are strengthened because now you're cooking more, you're talking more, or you.
But no, the wife probably getting tired. Trust me. The wife is probably getting tired of just cooking because at the beginning of COVID, when there wasn't that much fast food available, I felt like a short order cook. Like breakfast, lunch, dinner. I mean, I cook, but it was just getting to be a bit much.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It was a lot of pressure.
It was.
But now some people who don't know how to cook. Now
they learning
to learn.
They learning how to cook because the husband like, oh Lord, and I know because I've gotten inboxes like, can you show me a couple of recipes or meals or something because. Oh, cause I mean, and then you get tired of cooking. I get tired of cooking. I've been doing a lot of new recipes lately, but it was even harder for us because we pescatarian. Hey y'all, hey Frida, hey Tanya, hey Melissa. So real quick, I'm sorry, podcast people. To my people in my Spoiled Wives Club group, I'm just letting you all know that we're doing a podcast. I told y'all that I was going to let you be a part of my podcast.
Spoiled Wives Club Facebook group. And if any of you wives out there want to subscribe to the Spoiled Wives Club, you can go to www.spoiledwivesclub or get into the Facebook group. Where can they find them on the Facebook group?
Just look up Spoiled Wives Club. Spoiled Wives Club. Everywhere, like Facebook, Instagram, or the internet website. Everything is just simple. Spoiled Wives Club. So today, while we're taping our podcast, I'm giving my Spoiled Wives Club private group access granted to like just a real quick access. I'm going to turn y'all off soon. But if y'all have something to say, just put it in the comments and that can help our podcast. If y'all got something to say, we talking about couples and COVID.
Yeah. So the one thing that, has been a huge strain too is the parenting aspect. Like, we're not teachers.
Yes.
I mean, if that's what you do, we're not teachers.
I don't have patience.
So if you don't have that patience, that you have to parent your kids.
Not parent, teach.
What I'm
like
saying,
they want you to be the teacher's aide.
You have to parent your kids during the school process, though.
Yeah.
Like. When
that e-learning is a whole hot mess.
I don't think that we were set up for this.
No, I didn't sign up to be no preschool teacher. You know, like I'm just not. If we wanted to be teachers, we would have pursued that in school. And I didn't pursue it because I used to be a daycare teacher. And I learned then that it's not for me and I don't have the patience. So those are strains that someone can become resentful. Like, he's a truck driver, so he's out of here. So that left nobody but me to be the e-learning teacher. And I was emailing them people like, hold on, I have a job too. So, I mean, I'm here to be a parent.
Yeah.
Any type of parenting I need to do, but I can't do your job and my job too. You feel me?
Shout out to all of the educators out there that
Praise the Lord.
This every single day with our kids. Shout out to you. Another good thing about couples in COVID is that you've had to have creative ways. Like, my birthday was super creative this year because it was during COVID and you had actually created a whole birthday party with us and the kids inside the house, and it was like it was a we had
Which
the paint,
one? You had two.
no, we had the
You
paint
had
party,
the
right?
quarantine paint
The
party.
paint party, and then we had the I can't remember what it's called because you had decorated the house. The whole house was decorated. So
Yeah, you got to get creative, and that's what we're saying. Like right now, the coronavirus and COVID has like created a pressure cooker. That was a great analogy in Time magazine, because you're in this house, closed up, with not many options on what to do, where to go. And so you're spending more time, some people are spending more time with their spouse than they ever did in life or ever wanted to. And so, from what Time Magazine was saying, that 1 in every 5 couples knows somebody that will be getting a divorce after this COVID.
yeah,
That after this coronavirus is over with. 1 in 5 couples. So imagine that. How many couples do you know? 1 in 5 couples will be getting a divorce after this COVID. So that was deep. And it's eye opening. Like, oh, girl, y'all need to pay attention. And even the counselors are saying that whereas on a daily basis, they may get 2 to 5 calls for couples counseling. Now they're experiencing like 20 a day. 20 calls a day, because a lot of relationships are on the rocks. A lot of relationships are facing challenges that they just weren't facing prior to COVID. And so at this point, they're trying to work it out before the end of COVID.
But my thing is, once COVID is over and you have this COVID fatigue with your family, with just being in the house and stuff like that, like, what do you do? Because you have to continue to nourish, continue to foster, and continue to be intentional about your marriage and your relationship once COVID is over, because you spent, at this rate, we're going to be like 365 or maybe like 400 and something.
It's close to almost like a whole year.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So now it's like, oh, well, I spent all of this time with you, or we spent enough time together, I'm going to do me. So now you got.
What, when the COVID over with, they
man, I'm just saying, people gonna be like, I want to do me because I've been with you all year. I don't want to hear about
a lie.
I ain't gonna be. That's what I'm saying. You gotta figure out, like, we got to keep this momentum going in our relationship and with our family to say it was good having this time with y'all, that I don't want to miss this and just say, okay, we done with this.
And that's the positive aspect of
That's
it.
the positive.
That you are able to spend, because it's just not all negative, guys. But that's the positive aspect of it, that you are able to spend more time with your spouse, spend more time in your house. Like a lot of people, not me, because I had to work. My job never quit, but a lot of people were spring cleaning, getting their house together, organizing, all type of stuff. And that was a relief to them, that they could finally have time to do things like that, and finally have time to actually spend with their kids and their husband and be intentional. So it's not all negative, but
right, because now coming up on the Thanksgiving holiday, just being thankful that our family specifically, and that's, my condolences to all of the families who have experienced COVID in the worst way. But our family, at this point, at this rate, at this day, we haven't.
Yes,
none of our children have.
Not in our immediate family.
Our house have experienced the COVID virus right now. So just us going into the Thanksgiving holiday, knowing that, hey, we're thankful that we haven't experienced that level of sickness or that trial to go through as a family, as a couple unit, and I'm true. That's one thing I know that I'm gonna be thankful for, and families that haven't experienced it yet. That should be what should be on the table of Thanksgiving this year, for real.
Yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. So as we wrap up this segment of Couples in COVID, episode 4 of Family Dynamics podcast, if you're having or experiencing any issues in your marriage, counseling is a great tool. And then also just see if you can work it out yourself, though. Kevin is an advocate for that. Like, he really, 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 really wants to see what we can do on our own without a third party. And we do try. Yeah. And sometimes we need a third party.
And the reason is for that because, like, you in couples in quarantine, couples in COVID, whatever, like, you should be able to handle your issues, and the third party, which is the counselor, should be like the icing on the cake, or just give you a different perspective. It shouldn't be the crutch. It shouldn't be the crutch. You shouldn't have to crutch on your girlfriends or your guy friends to get insight of what you could be doing wrong or what adjustments you should make. You guys should be able to handle that as best as you can. And if it's too tough, seek out a third party, meaning your counselor, or meaning your advisors, your spiritual advisors, however you need to reach out to them. But we thank you guys so much. This is episode 4, and we really wanted to touch on couples in COVID, because we know that a lot of people are experiencing a lot of grief, and a lot of fatigue in their marriages. And I know for me, the one thing that we can do in our marriage is constantly communicate. What changes can we make today? What changes can we make once we come out of this? Or what would you like to do? Like, what would you like to experiment doing? Like, I was helping my wife just last night with packaging up stuff, and it was enjoyable, and just doing it.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
Thank you, guys.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Family Dynamics.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
Bye.